This episode is brought to you by HelloFresh. Get $80 off your first month by going to HelloFresh.com/CAGcast80 and entering CAGcast80.
You make it feel like home. You make it feel like home, like home. Yeah, like home.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 586. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who's following 1,500 people on Twitter, Wombat.
I believe it's more than that.
Oh, what's the actual number?
The actual number is 1,581.
Right.
Room for one more, honey.
Right.
Yeah, it's too many people. I agree. Or, as Shipwreck likes to point out, too many
non-people.
Non-people. Too many
Brands.
corporations. Too many brands.
How? Like, I just want to when you open up Twitter,
What happens?
what happens when
It's surprisingly not that crowded. I know you'd think it would be, but it honestly isn't. Don't ask me how that is either. But
But it's so many fast food posts. How do you get through all the fast
I
food
don't
posts?
follow that many restaurants. I know you don't believe me. I follow mostly people. The vast majority of it is people.
Shipwreck, are you looking at his followers?
You can look at my followers. If you
Colonel
don't believe
Sanders
me.
isn't a real person.
I don't follow Colonel Sanders. I don't follow KFC.
It's okay, Wombat. Look, you're allowed to use or not use Twitter any way you want.
I know. I think I'm pretty good at it. But what can you do?
You think you're good at using Twitter?
I am good at using Twitter. I do follow the Keebler Elves, though.
Is that on your resume?
You were on the Daily Mail, right?
Right.
Yes, I was.
So that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's legit. That's
Yep.
legit credibility right there.
Yeah. Yes.
Quality publication.
Mm-hmm. I also follow all the writers from Day Job. I follow them too. So there's that. It's like a whole thing. So that's a lot of people in itself.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Somebody analyze Wombat's Twitter.
Who I follow, go for it. It's going to be
Let's get the
it's going to
breakdown.
be surprisingly boring. That's the
gotta be
that's the
a-
problem.
feel
I
like
think
there's a-
you'd be surprised at how mundane it really is. It's
like
like video game people.
Yeah. I just want to see the pie chart.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
No judgments. Just want to check it out.
I probably follow more show listeners than both of you combined.
You don't know who I follow and who I don't follow.
I'm sure I follow more show listeners than you because I'm nicer than you guys. Both of you. That's a fact. Everyone knows that.
It's ridiculous.
That is true. I'm the only person of the three of us that has a heart.
I'm actually talking to Lick Chan right now on the other line.
I
while
bet
I'm
you.
doing this show.
I think he's a couple episodes behind, so it's going to be a while before he comments on this.
It's okay. So, who else played in a table tennis tournament this weekend?
I did.
You did? Oh, how'd it go?
I came in first place and I won 2 shirts.
No, that was me.
Oh,
No.
I keep getting us confused.
Right, I know. I can understand how that happens. Actually, no, I actually only won a single shirt. Ty won a shirt because he came in second place in his division. So that's how it went down this weekend. I did play and beat several children. So you would have.
Did you really play children?
You don't have to understand. I mean, how many times do I have to explain?
Ping pong ratings know no ages.
I guess
Yes.
not.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
No,
So-
I'm glad you played the children and won.
The problem was that there
The
just weren't
parents
that.
must get so upset.
Look, what am I going to do? Not beat them? If I don't beat them, my ranking is going to just tank. So I have to beat them.
So are you the only adult there?
No, there were. So the problem was I played in the under 1200 division, which is, not very high. Okay.
So it's like yen to dollars.
No,
1200
you
is like
can't-
12 age. And
You can't. The best way to explain it is the higher the number, the better. 2500 is like pro level.
Okay, so
basically pro level.
what is the number you need to be to age out of children?
You can't. because, for example, the woman who Ty takes lessons from has a 12-year-old daughter, and she's over 2,000. So I will never be 2,000.
But I feel like
That's
the ratios.
That's like a
change.
prodigy.
What do you mean
Right.
ratios?
I feel like as you get up the ladder,
Oh, sure, of course.
more adults in the
Yeah.
mix.
So what's like when you played in this tournament? Was it
Yeah.
mostly children that you played against, or mostly adults?
Unfortunately, there weren't a lot of people showing up for this particular one on this particular day, so I only played 5 matches.
Well, this explains your victory.
Yeah, of course. I mean, well, I was the highest ranked player in that division.
And probably
And-
the tallest.
Well, yeah,
And probably the
obviously.
only one that's had sex.
No, there were 3. There were 3 adults. I played 5 matches, and I played against two adults.
Okay.
And the other one was a junior high school student, and maybe 2 were. I don't know. They were all around Ty's age, I think, give or take a year or 2. But whatever. So I beat them, and I beat the adults. I didn't lose any games, and fuck it. What am I going to do? I didn't control who was in that tournament. That's who showed up.
Be proud of
I-
your successes. Do you get a trophy or just the shirt?
No, he got the shirts. You have to be in the higher divisions
you got
to
a
get
child-sized shirt.
They didn't have any giant shirts for giant men. So
Ty got 2 shirts.
I got to. Actually, no, Mrs. Cheapy got a shirt.
Ah, that's even better.
Yeah, one fits Mrs. Cheapy perfectly and one fits Ty perfectly. So everybody wins.
You know what I did do this weekend?
Made a do. I don't know.
Excuse me?
I don't know. You did do.
That wasn't even English. But
You made a do. You said, "What did I? Do you know what I did do this weekend?"
Oh,
And
I
said,
gotcha.
"Made a do."
as you are well aware, I've lived in New York for a very long time. And in all that time, I have never ridden the Cyclone roller coaster in Coney Island, New York.
Nice.
If for those not familiar, the Coney Island Cyclone is a 90-year-old roller coaster that is wood. It is one of the oldest roller coasters in the country. It may be the oldest still running roller coaster in the country, but don't quote me on that. Definitely in the top 5, if not. And what I also did not know, it's part of a like an amusement park at Coney Island, New York, called Luna Park. Normally, Luna Park, it's like $70 for an all-you-can-ride, wristband.
Wow.
Yeah. Opening day, it's $10.
That's a much better price.
It's a much better price. I didn't know that. Like when we went, we were just going to go to the aquarium and then we were going to just walk the boardwalk. And Sabrina's like, I've always wanted to ride the Cyclone. Can we ride the Cyclone? And I'm like, fine, we'll do that. One ride on the Cyclone is normally $10 alone. So obviously we just bought the day passes and, did a couple of other rides too. Like we didn't even feel obligated to like do everything at the $10 price, but the Cyclone is pretty cool. Lives up to the hype. It's it's a surprisingly good roller coaster, or maybe not. But Shipwreck, I think you would very much like the Cyclone.
I'm sure I would enjoy it. It's hard to not enjoy a roller coaster.
That is true, especially like the granddaddy of all roller coasters. I think there's 2 other roller coasters at Luna Park, but here's the thing: when it's $10 day, the lines are pretty obscene. And the lines for the other 2 roller coasters was just bananas. Forget about it. So it's okay.
I will never go there.
What, to the Coney Island or
Probably.
just
To that park. It sounds
well?
like
I mean, there's not-
$70. That's
So
that's
you
like
can-
Disneyland.
you can pay per ride, or you can pay $70.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should do that. I just like we have fun just walking up and down the boardwalk.
Did you go to Nathan's?
We did not. We did not go to the first Nathan's.
I feel like I don't even know you anymore.
We didn't eat lunch actually. We
I
got
feel like I really don't know you anymore.
we did so much we didn't even eat.
How does that happen? I've never not never, but never since I had a family. Like, I don't know.
We
Oh,
were
that's
there
good. You're
from
busy.
we were there from I think from 10 a.m. when
Is
the
it because you were in
aquarium
line
opened.
for the Cyclone?
Well, we did the aquarium from like 10 to noonish, and then we did the Luna Park from about let's say 12:30 to like 3 o'clock.
How long was the Cyclone line?
The Cyclone line was really short. because it's sort of
But so
separated.
famous though.
I know. You'd think that line would be long, but the line for the steeplechase was like wrapped around the block. That's the roller coaster where it has like these really hard, bank turns on it, and you actually sit on a metal horse. That's why it's called the steeplechase, and it looks like you're going to fall off the whole time. And the other one they have is called the Screaming Eagle, where you lay down in a cage, and the cage kind of spins around like a clock while it's going on this crazy roller coaster.
That's a sex position. I'm
It's
pretty
crazy. Yes, I know. It's crazy. It's all nuts. Like every ride there looks like someone died on it at some
Right.
point. Every ride
Right.
there. So
sure. Great.
yeah, it's not the nicest amusement park. Adventureland is nicer from an aesthetic standpoint.
Ew.
Yeah.
Adventureland is like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I got to be honest. Once you've been to like Tokyo Disney Sea,
Yep.
it's hard to really go anywhere else. It's just like I don't know. They've pretty much perfected it right there. And there's very few Americans there, which makes it even better.
How are the lines in Tokyo Disney? Are they non-existent because no one cares?
No,
Nope.
they all care. What are you talking about? It's like they make more money there than they do in America. But
Yeah,
it's
they're normal size
just-
lines.
yeah, but everybody's very well behaved, and the park is just kept. Because everybody's well behaved, it's easier to keep the park at like pristine levels. Plus, I
mean, Disney
they spent
World
a lot of money.
pretty similar in that.
I was going to
regard.
say Disney World is
Okay.
very clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying, but I just
That's a Disney thing.
Yeah,
I know
sure.
it's a Japanese thing too. Sure, fine, whatever. But except for the smoking grossness that goes on there. But the
not in that park. I'm sure.
I'm not in that park. But Disney parks in general are pretty much the cleanest places.
Right, but the
So-
people working in Japan,
The
care
people
more.
that work in Disney World are very nice people. They
I
go
didn't say
out
they
of their
were
way.
nice. I'm saying that the Japanese people care more.
I'm
gonna make a
saying
sweeping
I'm
generalization.
saying you're wrong, and I'll say that you're probably wrong. I guarantee you, there's the person that cares the most at Disney World
Yes.
cares more than the person that cares the least at Tokyo Disney.
How would you know? How have you? You don't know anything about those parks.
What, about
Literally
Disney
next to
World?
nothing.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the person
Okay.
who cares the most in America cares more than the person who cares the least in Japan.
So what day are
okay,
we going to
that's fine.
Disneyland
Yeah,
during?
that's
E3
exactly
this
what I
year?
said that you jumped down my throat at.
Oh, okay.
You douche.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Tell me I'm wrong when I'm right.
Well, you were saying something nonsensical.
No, I wasn't. I was making perfectly clear sense.
I mean, but it was a silly statement. It was
Of course, it's a silly statement because you made a silly statement. I was reacting to your nonsense.
I'm
with
saying that
more
my silly
nonsense.
statement is less silly.
If you know what? Why don't you try being a patriotic American for a change?
For a change.
For a change.
I'm just telling you
Hmm.
that I saw that popcorn hit the floor at Tokyo Disney, and there was somebody cleaning it up within 60 seconds.
I guarantee you'd
That
see the
worked
same thing at Disney World in
It
Florida.
was like a robot came out through the floor and swept it up.
Epcot Center is so clean you could see the reflection of my balls in the giant ball.
I'm not going there then. That's a good way to keep me away from Epcot.
Have you ever been to Disney World in Florida?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I was 10.
That's
saying.
yeah. It's a few years back.
Yeah.
No, I think I went one more time since then. But whatever. I'm sure it's great.
It is great. How
I'm
dare
not
you?
trying to slag Disneyland in America.
That's 100% what you were going with.
You just call
Just
Disney World
saying.
Disneyland.
Whatever. I don't look. What's the difference?
You're bad at this.
There's a big difference.
One's in Florida and one's in California. Is one better
and it
than
doesn't
the
have
other?
a bunch of none of those parks have the kind of roller coasters that Shipwreck likes anyway.
There's some good ones at the Disney Zoo. I forgot what the name of that one is.
Oh, the one with the mountain and the abominable snowman.
Yep.
That one.
Yep.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Yes.
Animal Kingdom.
is
That's
good.
the name of that park.
Yes. I couldn't tell you what the name of that roller coaster was.
Name of
though.
that roller coaster is like Everest or something.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say Kilimanjaro, but I believe you are correct. So, and it's named after a mountain.
Yeah, it definitely is
Mhm.
that. I
Mhm.
may be wrong on Everest.
I think you're right. I'm not going to look it up though.
Nope.
Because I don't care enough.
Everybody will comment about it.
Right.
Yep.
What people should look up is Tokyo Disney Sea's Wikipedia page, because I remember reading it a couple years ago and it was very interesting. There's a
Sure,
lot of
it's
interesting things
wonderful.
about that park in particular compared to the other Disney parks that make it unique and interesting. Such that it's
I
not
heard the
it's not
people
owned by
there-
Disney.
I heard the people there are all very unhappy that work there and like to murder the guests.
I have not heard of that happening.
Oh yeah, they kill them and eat them.
All right. How about some show feedback?
I don't want to do the show feedback because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Shipwreck. It was all about how Shipwreck. I just looked at it right before the show.
Oh,
and
it's pretty mean.
because I saw there was so many comments. I was like, wow, it's really unusual.
Oh yeah,
to
that's
have
because
so many.
that's because Shipwreck. You know, he's management.
And all the comments were basically, how come Shipwreck always supports management, basically, I guess, as Wombat said, or the money and the power. Is it because you really like Scarface?
That is a big influence on me. Yes.
It should be. I thought that about
Yeah.
it.
He does have that blacklight poster over his bed.
And the pile of cocaine.
That's under the bed.
Yeah, people did not like that you. I don't know. I don't remember you being on one side of the other of the whole. We were talking about EA specifically. Is
Yeah,
that
the whole
EA
Bioware
layoffs?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bioware thing. I thought we were more discussing sort of why the decisions were made at a specific time.
Yeah. I didn't find any of the feedback to be mean or anything to me. Like, that doesn't bother me at all.
That's because you have no soul. Because you would eat your workers if it means an extra 50 cents in your pocket.
Uh-huh.
Right.
That's exactly how I am.
I know.
Yeah. No, I think the article and our discussion of it, like, there's a lot going on in that article. Obviously, the way that it's positioned was what went wrong with Anthem, the development of Anthem. So a lot of the article is about that and business decisions made, and then sprinkled through was like just kind of working conditions and people having nervous breakdowns, which we said on this show that I'd be more interested in finding out what was going on with that, because the two don't directly correlate.
Right. Yeah.
Like
and you thought it was funny that people are having nervous
Oh yeah,
breakdowns.
I find that hilarious when that happens.
You had a scorecard that you were
right,
keeping,
right. Give that man a raise.
Right.
No, I feel for the people with bad working conditions, but I also understand the other side of the coin on how decisions were made, and they were not made to necessarily make people have nervous breakdowns.
Right. The one thing that I always go back to, pretty much with anything that involves the business side of video games, is something that Michael Pachter always says again and again, and that is, in these public companies, pretty much every decision that is made is profit driven. So none of this stuff should really be surprising at this point, because that's how it is. Doesn't make it right, but that's just how it is. So when you're trying to figure out why certain decisions were made, almost always it's because that's what the executive thought was going to generate the most profit at that time or in the future. So, and also Shipwreck hates the working class, but those are the big takeaways, pretty much. What the next article that needs to come out is from the executive side.
Well, there's also a level in between executives and the developers in this case. There is the project managers and the leads and all of that. So there's a difference between executive and.
Did we not hear from any of those?
Well, that was. They were.
I think the part of the problem was that middle management tier, they weren't making decisions and they weren't stepping up when
right.
when
and they at
when
least called
needed
out
to
like
by
the
development.
project lead by name, which was I have no problem with the executive portion of it going, but I don't know. I calling out the individual team leadership type in an article is kind of, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like right to me as far as.
You thinking that guy, he didn't sign up for that when he took that job?
Probably not. He was just trying to like lead a team and make a video game, not have people talking
like
about
high-level
him behind his back to like an article that like goes huge on the internet.
Certainly, but if you're if you're top level executive at a huge public company, you do kind of sign up.
Yeah,
for that.
definitely.
I mean, your salary is public and all that jazz. So I see what you're saying, Chip. But at the end of the day, it's all these companies just about the profit. What's going to drive more profit? And the people, if they have to fire people to drive more profit, they're going to be firing people. That's just, public companies.
Well, wage inequality is a pretty big issue too. Sometimes they don't need to fire people. And when a salary cut of like 1% to the person on the top can save like...
But they would still fire, but they would do that and then still fire people. Like if they thought they could fire people and still run the company, they're going to do it because they're going to maximize the profit.
Oh, I'm just saying it's not always as cut and dry as that. Sometimes they fire people and it winds up doing more damage than expected.
Sure. I mean, but they're thinking about maximizing profit. It doesn't mean that it works, just that that's the goal because that's their jobs.
And it's a bad goal sometimes. Generally speaking, it can be a pretty... whatever, I don't want
to
get into it.
We could talk about something more pleasant and go to Watch This, bitches.
Do that.
Sure. Yeah.
We're not gonna continue stepping on into this topic because it's not an easy one to get through. But
say my name and my power will flow through you.
GPD?
Got to say it like with some excitement. You're about to.
No, I think he said it at the proper excitement level to turn into.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me make the proper sound effect then.
That was pretty impressive.
That was
good. So how is Shazam?
How does it feel? How does it feel to have all my power right now?
It feels fantastic.
Who's going to clean all your hair up off the floor?
Bring me some 12-year-old ping pong players.
Dude, trust me, I got my ass kicked by that 12-year-old who's a 2000. She was basically laughing at me.
I bet.
So I know what it's like to be on the other end, trust me.
What does that have to do with Shazam?
No, well, they involve children.
That is true.
And entertainment.
All right.
No, so we saw Shazam this weekend, and I highly recommend it as just a funny movie. I would say, for me, there were as many laughs as Deadpool. And there were a lot of laughs for me in that one. I was LOLing throughout the film to the point where I think I'm embarrassing the people my family, basically. But no, the jokes are great, and it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's really more about delivering jokes, and the vehicle happens to be a superhero movie, I feel. But it is a little, I was surprised about how intense it was in the beginning. There were definitely some scenes where I was worried that it might be questionable for him. But he was fine. There's some demons and stuff, and I don't think they show that in the trailer. I'm not
No,
sure.
they don't at all. It looks very kid friendly in the trailers.
Yeah. There's definitely, and there's some violence too that was unexpected. There's sort of an intense car crash that I don't think they show in the trailer. It's so be careful if you have like a 9-year-old or an 8-year-old. Or anything, younger. I would say, just be careful and go to Common Sense Media and check out the details, because there's definitely some darkness there, but it's just really well done. It's one of the best superhero movies that I've seen, or comedies really, just in general recently. So you gonna see that, Wombat? I'm surprised he didn't go opening weekend.
It's funny. We were for you probably know, the outdoor mall at Deer Park.
The what? Who now? And the what now?
The Tanger Outlets in Deer Park.
Outlet mall?
Yeah, the big outdoor outlet mall.
Mm.
And there's a big movie theater in the middle.
Ooh.
And when we were there, I was like, ooh, we should go see Shazam. And it was just me, my wife, and my son. Sabrina wasn't with us. And I'm like, it's just the three of us. You want to go see Shazam? It's playing in like 15 minutes. And my wife was like, no. So it just didn't happen.
Oh, it was really good.
I wanted to see it. I got outvoted. So.
Oh, well.
Because, my wife's vote counts as 3 votes. And the rest of ours count as 1.
See, you got to do this movie plan thing, and like you're locked in. You're like, oh shit, I got to see 2 movies a month, otherwise I'm losing money on this thing.
Yeah,
it really opens the doors.
I bet that's okay.
Unless it goes out of business before a year passes.
I'm gonna say it'll go out of business in like a week, but you have fun with it.
No, I'm 6. I'm like, I don't know. I'm several months in.
I know you're fine.
I'm doing great.
Yep.
I just need to go, I think, 1 or 2 more months before I break even.
That's okay. I have my end game tickets. That's all that matters.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They added ads inside the Cinemia app.
Okay.
Like video takeover ads. You'll be like, oh, let me check into the movie that I'm seeing now. Like, oh, I guess I have to watch this ad for insurance first. And I don't know. I'm sort of glad they have the ads because I need them to not go out of business. So
good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Please pray for me. Thoughts and prayers. I finished Umbrella Academy.
Okay, what'd you think?
We enjoyed it. I mean, you knew what was going to happen for the most part by the last 2 episodes, but you still wanted to see it play out. The one thing, I don't think this is a spoiler to say this, but if you're worried, maybe don't listen, but I'm pretty confident this is not a spoiler. But what's the gorilla guy's name? Not the big human guy, not the little ape.
You mean number 1?
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know, number 1.
No, start with an L or something, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lionel?
Something like that. Leon?
I don't know. Anyway, I think I've come to the conclusion at the end of the first season that guy is an idiot.
Okay.
He messed up everything.
Uh-huh.
He completely screwed them all over.
Well, he didn't mean to.
Right. He just sucks.
Yeah. Okay. That's your big spoiler?
Yeah.
Number 1 sucks?
We were just, the last 2 episodes, Mrs. Cheapy and I kept looking at each other and goes like, what is this guy doing? He's fucking everything up.
He's been on the moon for the last few years,
Right. Why are they letting him make decisions?
Luther,
he obviously,
Luther.
Right. His dad hated him so much, he sent him to the moon. Why is this guy now making decisions for the whole team?
He shouldn't be. You're not wrong. No one's arguing with you.
Right. It was weird. It was just very weird.
No one's arguing with you.
And he has an incredible amount of body hair, which is disturbing.
Because he's a gorilla man.
He should be wearing a burqa and not talk.
He does. He wears a giant coat.
I know. It looks ridiculous.
Well, he's supposed to. It doesn't really look like that. You do know that, right?
I know. Yes.
Okay, just making sure you're aware.
It's an actor.
It's an actor.
It's not a real guy. I know.
Yeah.
It's an actor.
Okay, just making sure you know that.
Yeah. Anyway, we enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to season 2 of Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, me too.
It was fine. We need stuff to watch.
Yep.
And we're all caught up on Doom Patrol as well.
Nice. I am too.
That.
I liked the Danny Street episode.
Yep.
That was a really good episode. I like that musical number. That show is better than... That's just like one of the best shows on TV. It really is.
It's weird. It's very weird.
I know, but I love how weird it is.
Yeah.
I've also been watching... I didn't put this on there. I've been watching... The Tick season 2 is out now.
Okay. I'll watch that.
Yeah,
it's the first season.
It's good. It's good. I mean, the episodes are only a half hour, and some of them are only like 20 minutes. So it kind of moves a little faster. It is interesting because Danger Boat on The Tick is voiced by Alan Tudyk, who also plays Mr. Nobody on Doom Patrol.
Wait, how many dicks?
Yeah, two.
Oh, okay.
And it's weird to flip from one show to the other, and you hear the same voice.
Right.
Into different roles. But yeah.
If you like Doom Patrol, you would probably like that other what was the other Marvel one that was on FX?
Yeah, I know. I watched a chunk of that too. And
what's that called?
Why can't I think of it? Professor
It's the
X's son. Yeah.
Legion?
It's
I
the
know.
guy from Downton Abbey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
He was in Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, Matt from Downton.
I know.
Abbey.
I feel so
Old?
old.
So you can't remember anything?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. His name is Matt something, right? No. Dan Stevens.
Yes.
So what's that what's the movie? Dan Stevens, Marvel. What's the TV show? Here. Legion.
That's what I
Thank
said.
Oh, did you
I
say
couldn't
that?
hear you.
You gotta
Why didn't you
speak. You
say
gotta
it?
speak up when we're both having.
I assumed I was wrong because I don't watch any of these shows, but
We were having strokes at the same
Right.
time.
It was so it was on so long ago, I feel. Like, where's season 2? What happened to that show? Is that done? Did it get canceled? It's weird. It was good though.
I think it. There was a second season, wasn't there?
Oh, well, we're season 3 then.
I don't think there is going to be a season 3.
Right. No, I watched season 2.
Yeah. Well, you also have to remember that there's no more Fox Marvel.
Right. Oh.
Yeah, Fox Marvel isn't a thing anymore. So, or maybe they finished season 3 premieres when, sometime this year, but it doesn't say when on IMDb. So yeah, season 3 is coming. It's coming back just for you.
Okay. Right. June.
There you go. I answered your question.
No, I answered my question.
I see. I'm here to help
June
you.
was the answer.
I answered it for you.
Your job here is done. Teleports away.
Bread's done. I died on my way to my home planet.
How many Simpsons references can we throw in? All right. How about, before we do new releases, how about we talk about HelloFresh?
Sounds good to me. Can we talk about pineapple poblano beef tacos? Because I had that for dinner last night, and they were very good.
I've had that before.
It's a good one.
Can we talk about how I've had my 300th HelloFresh meal?
It's pretty amazing.
300 HelloFresh meals?
How do you know?
Because I know how in the app it tells you how many boxes you've got.
Oh.
They've shipped to you. So I multiplied it by 3. It's roughly, because some of the boxes I only had 2 in at the very beginning, but we jumped in. So yeah, so happy anniversary to me. Clap, Wombat. Did somebody say my name? Oh, so in case you don't know, HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service that shops, plans, and delivers step-by-step recipes and pre-measured ingredients so you can just cook, eat, and enjoy. HelloFresh does all the planning, shopping, and prepping so you can just focus on enjoying the new year. And I know it's not a new year anymore, but enjoy the mid-year, the spring, and a healthier you. You get fresh pre-measured ingredients and easy-to-follow 6-step pictured recipe cards. They're delivered to your door each week in a special insulated box. So spend less time meal planning and grocery shopping. Get back that time to play more video games and listen to the CAGcast and send Wombat free stuff. And of course, you can get $80 off your first month by going to HelloFresh.com/CAGcast80 and entering CAGcast80. That's $80 off your first month by going to HelloFresh.com/CAGcast80 and entering CAGcast80. Delicious, Wombat. You're delicious.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. We had the chicken cheddar fajitas, by the way, in case you were wondering.
Does sound good?
Wow, we both had like some
I always recommend
south of the border fare.
I always recommend a taco dish, and also vegetarian dishes tend to be very good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've never done that.
Whenever you see farro bowl on the as one of your choices, get the farro bowl.
Oh, I don't like Egyptian food.
How
about some new releases? Shipwreck?
Sure. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy HD is out.
That sounds like a game with a lawyer in it.
It is a game with a lawyer on it. Now you can play it
Objection!
not on the go.
I always wanted to play that game in the comfort of my own home.
It's also out on Switch. I understand the Switch version of it.
Sure.
It's a great game. Like all three of those.
They're cute
great
games. Come
No,
on.
they are. It's just not something that I could ever see myself like sitting down with the big screen and playing some Phoenix Wright. That just
Well, there's no harm in
no. There's not.
trying to
And
sell this for
$30 is
Nah,
good.
it's
They could have thrown in more games for that though, right?
I'm trying to remember if I played the third one. I know I definitely did the first two, but it's a long time ago.
That is a long time ago.
It is.
Does it have any like special bonus stuff on there, like an interview with Phoenix Wright?
Probably.
There's you could play as Phoenix Wright, but he's naked the whole game.
Right. Now that's the kind of bonus features I'm looking for.
I know. That's why I said it.
Let's see. Doesn't look like it's got much special. Oh, it's on. They have it on iOS.
Yeah. It's been out on
Okay.
iOS for a while, right? They might just put the.
I meant
HD
this
version.
specific
Oh,
collection.
the specific. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Those are fun games. If you haven't played those, I guess you could play them now.
Yay!
Even the Switch games this week don't even look that exciting.
I want to check out Falcon Age on PS4.
Don't you need to have a VR headset?
You
for
do
that?
not. That is why I
Oh,
want
I
to check it out.
Oh, so check it out. Let me know how it is.
What's that about? Falcons?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the game where
You're a falconer.
Yeah, you start
that
off
Will
with a baby
Forte
falcon,
character.
and you get to dress it up with little hats and stuff, and fight robots. And it's in VR. Cheapy, you should get this game.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have VR.
It looks like kind of minimalistic, kind of artsy. It's right up your alley, Cheapy.
What are you saying?
I'm
Saying I'm an artsy fartsy kind
I'm
of guy?
saying these are the type of games that you do enjoy.
I'm looking at the picture right now. Oh, there's a bird with a corgi head.
Yeah.
That's entertaining.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it at the very least, the animations for fist bumping your falcon,
Looks fun.
that looks fun.
All right. Cool. So what's that? Falcon Age. All right. $30.
Anything Dangerous Driving? That's the one that's kind of like Burnout. I guess that's out now.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting
I guess.
Kinda mixed-
Or maybe
mixed
this week.
reviews. Cook Serve Delicious 2 is out. $12.99.
I don't know what Cook Serve Delicious 1 is.
It was one of those. Which one was that? I know it was very good, but it was only out on PC, I believe.
Yes, I think you're right. You're making, it's like a
I could figure it out.
Yeah.
people, you get orders and you make food.
Yeah.
I think the name is pretty self-explanatory.
You cook first, okay?
Okay.
Step one.
Uh-huh.
Then what do you think comes next?
It's delicious.
No. The serving wombat.
Oh, that changes everything.
Right. Enjoy.
Mhm.
$13 on Steam.
Yeah, that seems. It's on consoles now
$13
as well.
everywhere.
Yeah, $13 everywhere.
Yep. Same price as Smoot's World Tennis Cup. Or World Cup Tennis.
Get it right. Totally
Sorry.
different games.
I'm gonna get a nasty letter from the Smoots.
Smoots. What the hell is that?
Smoots.
You know, I got emailed about this one too.
Yeah, I got a lot of
So,
emails about this one.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm
Oh.
good. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Smoots. There it is. Smoot. Is that
They're
one?
like little
Smoots.
cartoon people.
Yeah, little cartoon Smoots.
You know, the Smoots.
Oh, I did get some emails about
Yeah.
Smoots.
Everyone loves the
Everybody
Smoots.
Four.
They were the undersea version of the Smurfs, right?
Mm,
I'm getting Thorbon's emails about Smoots.
that's you could you're good.
No, that's the Snorts shipwreck. No, not Snorts.
Snorks.
It's Snorks.
Snorks. Snorks.
With a K.
Snorts.
Get it right.
The Snorts was something
Still
else.
thinking. Right, I'm still thinking about Scarface.
Anything else here? Safety First for $2 for Switch.
Did you guys play any Operencia?
I did.
And what'd you
It's
think?
not a new release though.
I know it was a new release last week.
But what?
Huh?
That's not how this works.
It is today.
No.
Yep.
Finish the new releases. I reject this.
We are finished with the new releases. We're literally
not.
done.
Are we?
Yes.
Shipwreck is in charge. Why you ruining Shipwreck's time to shine.
Because he doesn't need any more time.
I don't. What if I want to talk about Switch and Shoot?
You're done.
$3.90 on the
You're
Switch.
done. What part
about
of you're
Gabucci?
done are you not understanding?
Gabucci?
You're done. You're both fired. I'm management now.
The Friends of Ringo Ishikawa
Huh.
is a
What's
game.
that about?
Mhm. The
I don't
Beatles
know.
drummer.
No.
Pretty sure that was his name.
Vaporum? Is that like a vaping game?
The Friends of Ringo Ishikawa is an open world beat 'em up game.
Oh, that sounds good.
Could be. 9 out of 10 on Steam.
Oh,
289
Sounds good.
reviews. It actually sounds very good. Good job. He's got a lot of good friends, I guess.
good job, Ringo.
What about Vengeful Bat Dungeon Crawler?
That does not sound good.
What about Girlfriend and My Love Every Day?
What are you talking about?
Those are PC games.
Oh. Yeah, Steam doesn't have a lot of quality control. If you think the Switch is bad, here's Steam.
Hmm. Hold my beer, says Steam.
The problem is Steam already has all those games that we're already mentioning for the Switch. So that's
Right.
why it doesn't seem as bad, but it's just sort of the first step one.
Is Pitfall
these
Planet
games.
an actual Pitfall game?
What do you think?
I don't know. Made by Activision? I don't know. I think we would have heard about it.
Larry Crane?
Oh, it's a 2-player cooperative puzzle solving adventure game.
Yep.
So, no.
Anything
Oh.
else for new releases?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right.
Let's talk about the new releases from
Well,
last
let's
week.
remind everybody to check out the Hit Game or Not on Kickstarter first.
Okay.
If you want to play Hit Game or Not, it's fun. Now we can do what Wombat wants.
Did you? Yes, because now we're up to my awesome Apex Assault.
Well, I thought we were going back to last week's new releases.
Oh, did you play any Operencia?
No. No, just kidding. I did.
What'd you think?
No, it's fun.
Yeah, no, it's good, right? Did you ever
It's,
get out of that tower? Did you figure out where you got
yes.
stuck?
Yes, I just had to go down. It was, yeah. I didn't really get stuck. I had to go to bed. And I was like, I can't figure out what's happening because my eyes are closing. But no, you did a good job of describing it, comparing it to Wizardry, I thought. But you almost do it a disservice in that regard because there's definitely more going on than there was in Wizardry.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like Wizardry, but made for today.
Yeah, I wasn't. When you said that, I was not expecting, the 3D environments, that you're walking around in real time, even though it is grid based, as you say, and you sort of, you move in a clockwork way. But I don't know. Mrs. GB thought the visuals looked pretty good, or somebody did. Ty did. I don't remember. Somebody
Yeah,
commented.
Elliot likes to watch me play that game, and he always wants me to use use your best power. And I'm like, I just used it. It needs to cool down. Then the next turn, I'll go, use your best power. It still needs to cool down. And then I'll be able to use it. And I'll be like, Elliot, come here. And I hit the button. I use the power. He's like, Like, really?
Right.
No one needs
No,
you.
I think they did a good job with the art for the enemies, and that goes that it's a first person dungeon crawler. That's kind of important.
Yep.
And I like that the enemies, I'm so early in the game, but so I'm not really qualified probably to talk about it much, but I like that it looked old school. They went with the old school look for some of these enemies instead of trying to do too much.
Yeah, no,
I still want it
yeah.
to look like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, and they do a good job.
Can't believe you just called this game doo-doo.
It's doo-doo. Don't play it. Operencia, out now. I don't know.
Name is hard to remember.
It is, but it's on Game Pass, and it's like up there. Like when you look at what's new, it'll just show up. Although some new stuff comes out tomorrow or now for those listening on Game Pass. So
Sweet.
Yep.
So are we in news multi-platforming and you are awesome Apex Assault?
I think so. Sure.
How's your Apex playing coming along?
I haven't played that game in a while. You know what I did though?
Not play it?
I did get that Handsome Jack collection for $15.
Why? We told you not to. Shipwreck told you not to.
Shipwreck didn't say no. You said no. But I don't know.
What are you doing? All right.
Playing Borderlands.
I saw you were playing
Yeah, I was
it.
playing Borderlands too. Why not?
Is it blowing you away with the remaster?
Oh my god, the visuals are so good. I can't play without getting an erection. It's fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good remaster.
That's a good remake. That's my box quote. Yeah, no, it's fun. It's Borderlands. The guns are there. That's all I got to
Nice.
say.
You're not going to play it
So
again.
are you gonna stick with it for the next 120
It
hours?
will not be played.
I don't think I'm gonna play for 120 hours, but
No more hours.
no.
0 is the number.
We'll see. Because tomorrow I want to play Prey because I've been wanting to play that game, and that's one of the Game Pass games that's coming out tomorrow. So maybe not.
$15 well spent.
Hey, it's there. It's not
Trying
that
to tell
much.
you, Wombat.
I'll get my $15 worth out of it. I'll tell you that much.
Just glad it's digital.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Borderlands 2, one of the best games ever
Exactly.
made.
You guys are like shitting on me. Oh, you bought one of the best
No,
games ever
it's-
made for a price that's as low as it's gonna get. How dare you?
You're an asshole.
Yeah. What kind of jerk does that? Waits for a game to be at its for the best deal possible and then buys it and
I'm just
plays
worried
it.
you're going to shoot your Borderlands load before 3 comes
That's
out.
what I'm doing. I'm doing that on purpose.
Oh, so you have more stamina?
Yes, exactly.
It's
Because
like
I don't
jerking off
want to.
before
I
a
don't
date.
want the game when it launches. I want to wait for it to drop in price.
What?
And
No,
this
fuck
way-
that.
This way, when everyone else is playing that, I'll be like, I got my Borderland fix earlier this year.
That's ridiculous.
That's my plan. That's what I'm going with. I'll be like, no, I'm good.
Huh.
I'm gonna.
That's a plan, all
Yep.
right.
It's the worst
I'm
plan
gonna wait
ever.
for it to go on sale. Save a few shekels.
Why don't you go to
But
Staples?
you're never going to beat Borderlands 2 either.
How about this plan, Wombat? Go to Staples, buy an Xbox gift card for 20% off, and now you just got 20% off of
'Cause-
the
'cause
digital
it's-
version of Borderlands.
No.
What?
Nope.
Why not?
I don't know.
You probably have to walk by a Staples to go to your office.
I do not. I don't know.
I would imagine there's one within striking distance.
We'll find out.
They're everywhere, Wombat.
Are they everywhere?
Everywhere.
We'll see. We'll see.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You should do that. It's actually, I plan on doing that. I forgot. Forgot to remind myself. Hope it's still going on. Probably till Saturday. But that's a good plan. You buy $100 worth, $200 worth of those, and 20% off anything that you buy on Xbox.
$200 to spend on gift cards right now. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, because you're buying fucking Borderlands 2 Remastered Edition, and then the week before
the
it was like,
pre-sequel. It's 2 games.
and all the other one. What was the other one that I made fun of him about before, like 3 weeks ago?
2
Ship.
games. That would be
The Assassin's Creed
Thank you.
Origins.
Egypt.
Yeah.
It all adds up. It's all, you need it to have a more minimalist.
That's like
take.
$30 for those 3 games.
That's it. But I'm just mentioned 2 things. That's, it adds up. You have to
over a
have your-
4-month span.
Your digital library needs to be clean as well. You need to pretend that it takes up a physical space.
I think spending $15 every 2 months is pretty good.
Objection.
I think that's all right. That's averaging out to
Alexa, hang up.
$7.50 a month for games. I'm okay with that.
Okay, that's fine. Where else? Where are we here on this? Did you hear about Active? Oh, this is your time, Wombat. You pick some of these stories.
I didn't pick any of these stories.
I know. I mean, you can pick which ones to read.
Oh, I see. Activision
Or
Activision is spying on its pregnant work employees. Is that what's going on now?
Well,
They want to make
That's-
sure that their employees have healthy pregnancies because healthy pregnant women make for better workers than unhealthy pregnant women. It's pretty gross.
I think they want to make sure when they have to do the layoffs that they're not laying the women off while they're on maternity leave. They want to be able to.
You can't lay someone off all day.
Right, exactly. So they want to know ahead of time. They've got to plan that shit out.
Yeah.
They don't want to, be making any mistakes.
No.
So what they did is, I guess they offer some service to their employees as a benefit, but the data gets sent back to the company. about all the health things that you would think of that take place during a pregnancy. So it's pretty creepy, I would say. And I'm sure they're not the only company that does this. This must be
Nope, it's pretty well, I know it's pretty common.
Shipwreck siding with the man once again. Here
No,
it comes.
it is completely up to employees if they do this type of stuff because they give you like gift cards and things. I'm familiar with these practices.
Mhm.
They give you gift cards to sign up to do their health-based benefit stuff.
Yes, my wife does it at her work, not for pregnancy stuff, but for like she does the Fitbit stuff.
Mhm.
Where if you walk X amount a week, you get like a $50 gift card or something.
Yep.
And now her company knows where she is at all times.
Not really. It doesn't work that way, but yes. They know,
Maybe.
like, you know. She also works, well, it doesn't matter where she works. But
So,
yeah.
some of that is to bring down health insurance premiums,
Mhm.
obviously.
Say, look, this lady's walking, 10,000 steps a day. Can you hook us up with some better insurance rates?
Something
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
But the reality is people aren't moving at all. Probably backfires. It's probably bullshit because the people who want the Fitbit, well, I don't know. That's not true. I take it back. I was going to say the people who want the Fitbit are the ones who are going to be more likely to be active, but it's not true necessarily.
You also get like it's not Fitbit, it's not a Fitbit brand Fitbit. It's like a different brand Fitbit.
Oh, the shitbit?
Yeah, and it costs and you get it like for a big discount. It's like $10 as opposed to like 70 or something ridiculous. So yeah.
Spybit.
Spybit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sounds
So,
great.
yep. More company stuff.
Let's talk about Sony. You can change your PSN name today, finally. Starting today for the
Finally,
first
I
time.
will no longer be Wombat5277. I am now going to be Poop Lord 42069.
Right. My son did tell me that he learned in school not to include his birth date in his usernames online. And I said, I know an adult
I
who
have
needs to learn that lesson.
Yeah, I have a story about that.
So we did talk. If your ears were burning at dinner time tonight, Wombat, we did talk about you during the lessons of the day.
Things were different back in the year 2000 when I
that
set
is
that
true.
up. When I set
is
that
true.
up, let's be fair.
I'm fair. Always fair, Wombat.
So, are
It's
you
my
going to
middle
change
name.
it then, Wombat?
I don't think so. Isn't it like a pain in the ass and like they like remove a testicle when you change your name? or
There's
something?
only a chance of that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass.
It's only a chance they're going to take a test.
Right.
Like you have to like log in every time. You can't stay logged in. And
What?
Yeah.
Oh God.
There was all these like caveats too that like you could lose all your data.
Yeah,
And-
that I saw.
Yeah. But it's only $10. Roll the dice.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, the first change is free though. So you can try it out for free. Okay.
I'm good.
But not all games support the new IDs.
Oh, you can revert back too to your old ID. But does that mean if something breaks, does it fix it? Oh, here's all. Yeah. You may lose progress within games. That sounds good. Sounds something like I like to happen. Oh, you may lose access to content, including paid-for content that you may have acquired for your games,
Right.
including content like add-ons and virtual currency. Oh, that sounds good. Do people?
I mean, how many
invest?
games have virtual currency anyways now?
No, it's like nothing.
This has more side effects than depression medication.
I liked the one that was somehow worded that it makes your game unplayable both online and offline.
Oh, parts of your game and applications may not function properly, both online and offline.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, parts. Which parts? Why even say parts at that point? Parts of your game? Like that means nothing. Parts of your game is the same thing as that sentence means the exact same thing if you take out parts of your.
Well, you might
Right.
be able to like play the first 5 levels or something.
But that means it doesn't
Level
work.
6
still.
doesn't work.
But that means the game doesn't work. So, if part of it doesn't work, it means it doesn't work. Anyway, I'm not going to. I like GBD. I did well. I have a game for you guys to play in the world of Sony.
Okay.
Maybe you'll get it. Maybe it's a really easy game. I don't know. Do you know what exclusive Sony game comes out this month? That's a pretty major game. I guess you don't.
No, I have no idea.
Wombat.
Exclusive Sony game that comes out this month.
Big game, like a AAA game.
AAA game.
Yeah.
Is it Hot Shots Golf?
No.
Oh.
AAA. I said.
Twisted Metal.
Oh.
No, come on. What? Twisted Metal? Okay, we saw it at E3. And it just hasn't come out yet.
Dead People.
Yep.
Is that it?
That's not what it's called, though.
It might as well
Days
be.
Gone.
Yes.
That comes out
Yeah,
this
Days
month?
Gone comes out the last week in April.
Huh.
And I sort of forgot about that. And I'll bet you it's pretty good.
I don't know.
I think, we saw it, was that 2 years ago, Ship?
Yeah.
That's the biker zombie game?
Yep.
I thought it looked pretty, yeah. I thought it was looking pretty good 2 years ago. I mean, I know that demo may not be really indicative of anything, but because we have learned often
Well,
that
what I would recommend you do is go to Staples, get a gift
Yes.
card for 20% off,
it's not going to work.
and then use that. Oh, you can't.
It's okay. I have other ways.
Excuse
Is
me.
it too late to ask for a review copy?
Probably not at all.
Forgot about that. Who do I ask?
I actually know who to ask. So-
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
Johnny PlayStation?
No, I'm not going to say on the show. I don't want to be
Kaz?
bothered.
Kaz, what's his mobile number?
Mm-hmm. I know who to ask.
Does he have his birthday in his username?
It's someone who is PR for another game that they've
Oh.
hooked us up with before.
Oh, cool. Hook me up, man. I want that.
Okay, I actually didn't even realize it was coming out this month. I could try to reach out if you'd like me to.
Pretty much unasked.
I can pretty much unask for it if you'd like.
Yeah.
me
Do it in that style.
to. Okay.
I like it. I trust it.
Okay.
I trust it with all my heart.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's move on to the CAG bag.
I did reach out to someone recently about a game, and I got that response back pretty much unasking. So.
Wait, what? What
I
happened?
I reached out to someone about another game recently,
Uh-huh.
and the response back was pretty much unasking.
Oh, that's funny.
I know. So it's a joke, which is kind of works. That actually works to my advantage. So,
Right, because it's like your kid. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's a wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Exactly.
Free games. Ha ha. Just shut up and give me the free game.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Uh-huh. But everybody wins.
Right. It's great.
Mhm.
Fucking fantastic. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's move on to the CAG bag because I would like to spend some quality time with my wife before we all go to bed, but it's not going to happen because it's already too late.
Yeah,
As I look at my watch,
she's asleep. I'm going to tell you right now. She's sleeping.
I'm like, oh yeah, and it's almost 10:30.
Mhm.
Okay, so CAG bag at Matt WBG writes in and asks, which hockey game on the Sega Genesis was your favorite?
Was it NHL 92 that had the blood when you fought?
That doesn't make it my favorite. I mean, those games.
I like
For the
those
most-
NHL.
Well,
Those are good
Yeah.
games, though. I had those too.
I mean, I think he's asking which specific year.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's the only NHL game I can think of. Like, I guess there was like Wayne Gretzky hockey, right?
Yeah.
As well.
But what was the one? What was the when Sega CD came out the first year? That
NHL
was
94?
93,
93?
or 94,
Something.
Yeah, that one was probably the best one, my favorite of them
On the CD?
on the Sega CD.
Yeah, that one was really good.
What made the CD version better than the cartridge version? Because I didn't know anybody who had that.
Pretty sure it was on CD, and that just made it better.
I bet you. I feel like it was the same.
Oh,
I
I'm
feel
sure
like
it
I
was
remember-
I'm sure it was exactly the same. I'm
The
not.
music,
bet
I'm
you-
sure the music was better.
Yeah, the music was probably better,
Interesting.
and it had a better half-assed FMV opening sequence that wasn't on your cartridge.
Differences.
It was definitely 94.
Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember if it was 93 or 94.
You were probably
I know I
thinking
had
it got released in October of 93. That's probably
Oh,
that's
that's-
probably what you were thinking.
Yes.
Hmm.
I just remember the bluish hued ice and the stars underneath the players, and I remember I played as the Bruins a lot because that team was pretty stacked. And there you go. That was a good team.
The Sega CD doesn't seem to look much better than the Genesis version. There's a full FMV intro to the game.
Like I said.
It's got a different soundtrack with real instruments. It's got improved sound effects and audio commenting.
Basically what we said.
Right.
Doesn't take advantage of what the Sega CD is.
No, I don't.
Oh, well,
I,
a lot of the Sega CD was
But the music is good.
the audio. Like, that was a huge part of Sega
The
CD.
music is good.
So there you go. I answered the question. That's the best hockey game on the Sega Genesis. This is the one.
But it does that really, it's such too narrow of a question to ask what it's like not that interesting, like which NHL.
And the best football game was.
And yet you
Mutant
read it
League
on the
Football.
show.
Well, I wanted to say that I wanted to offer some alternatives to best hockey games of that era that maybe were not on the Genesis. And I would say that Wayne Gretzky Hockey, the PC version, the early PC version of Wayne Gretzky Hockey was, much more of a simulation than the Genesis version, than the NHL version, the EA version. So, and you could do a lot more. But yeah, of course, I spent a lot of my college career playing those fucking EA hockey games. Pretty fantastic.
Those might have been the only hockey games on Genesis.
Wasn't Open Ice on there? Did that make it?
No,
on?
Open Ice was.
I feel like when the
PlayStation 1.
Genesis Mario Lemieux hockey, it came with the puck.
That could be right.
Mario Lemieux hockey for the Genesis. It was. I don't know if it was it wasn't necessarily launch title, but I could be launch window theoretically.
I was thinking there was something in the early Genesis boxes.
Yeah, and it came with a Pittsburgh Penguins hockey puck with like a fake Mario Lemieux signature on it.
That is true.
Yeah.
Oh, hit the ice, not Open Ice.
It was no Joe Montana Sports Talk Football, but very few games are Joe Montana Sports Talk Football.
Right.
I love the crap out of that game.
Hit the ice. Okay, I remember this game now. This was
It's not that.
what was the basketball game? The brawling basketball game. This was that version of that, right?
Basketball?
Was that the name of that game?
No, because isn't that a Konami game? Hit the Ice? Oh no, Taito. It's not. No, maybe. No, yeah, but yeah, you're right. Yes, basketball. No, yes, it's got the same. Looks like that same cartoony graphics and fonts. Maybe. Also, Superstar Ice Hockey for the PC was also fantastic, and I think it was also around that era. But I'm not great with dates. 1987, Superstar Ice Hockey. Is that right? Is that around Genesis? What? That's early. That's before that.
Arch
Yeah,
Rivals
it's
was the game that I was thinking of.
Arch Rivals, yes,
Arch Rivals was
Yes.
so bad.
but good.
Yeah, I mean, bad but good.
It was no Bill Lambier's
Look
combat
up-
basketball.
That's bad.
Everybody, look up Superstar Ice Hockey on Google and check out the video, like the PC video, and you'll see it was pretty ahead of its time for 1987. And I played the shit out of that. I think you could do leagues with that, and it's pretty good, pretty smooth. You have to use the keyboard though to play, but pretty solid. All right, what else we got here? Oh, H Cornerstone writes in and asks, did Shipwreck ever finish Shadow of the Tomb Raider? If so, what were his thoughts on it? I liked it, but thought the story was the weakest of the three.
I have
Yep.
not finished it yet, and it could be because of that. But
Oh, okay.
I need to get back to it.
It's also, you've played this game pretty much before recently.
Right.
Couple
Like
times.
I have no problem like giving it a little time here, and then I'll go back to it and play some more, because it's a fantastic looking game, and it's still
Sure.
fun. It's just it's definitely the same formula.
It didn't grab me. It didn't grab me like I wanted it to.
Well, it's the same formula as the past two games, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's why it's hard to get excited about it. I mean, you've played through the same formula, and basically just an updated
Right.
version of
and I
two games that you played before.
percented both of those other games too. So
Yeah, they're
Yep.
big games.
so I'll get
It's
back
hard to
to
get
it.
excited about that. Sure. DC16 writes in and asks, this is such a random question. Were there any game shows that you or a family member managed to be on? Anyone have anybody in their family on a game show?
On a game, I don't think so.
I knew the answer was going to be no.
I've
but
had a
I
coworker be on Jeopardy.
That's cool. I had a camp counselor on remote control.
All right.
I got nothing. Sorry. Dante Calypso wants to know if I can beat Shipwreck in ping pong because Shipwreck's a natural athlete.
I think I'm 0-3 lifetime against Cheapy. I think that's.
I've gotten a lot better probably since the last that we've played.
I'm sure you have because
because I've taken it a lot.
The last
serious.
time I've played is when we played. So
I know.
I play like the only
But
time I play ping pong is when I play with Cheapy.
And that was probably 2 years ago. Right?
Maybe 2 years. Maybe
We didn't play last year.
Did we not play when I was at your house?
It's too
I
hot,
don't
probably.
remember. We might have played when I was at your house.
Probably too hot in August. It's not
I
a
can
great
score
experience.
points. I can keep it respectable against Cheapy.
You think? I say it's going to be hard for you
To
this
score
year.
points?
Yeah,
All right.
I think it's going to be tough. I shut down this one kid.
I'm a 40-year-old man.
But he takes lessons, and he's Asian. You're the opposite.
But
of
I
that.
have hand-eye coordination on my side.
You do. But he does. This kid did too. He was good. He was very good. It's not good enough.
I
It's
would
like you.
I would hope you would beat me every time at table tennis.
Yes, Shipwreck. I would be if Shipwreck. And usually
I
when
would
you
start
play,
throwing the matches if I thought I was going to beat you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Why? Because I think I'd be. I wouldn't. I'm not very competitive.
I know,
I'm a
but
very
I
competitive
just
person. I wouldn't. The worst thing is, I have a foosball table.
now
in
you
my
kick
house,
my ass at
and-
foosball. There's no question about that.
Okay, but the problem is I have a friend who does not have a foosball table in his house. Maybe comes and visits me once a year, if that, and tends to beat me when he comes. And he's coming this weekend. And he he told me I wasn't allowed to practice when he told me he was coming. Between the time he told me he was coming and the time he arrived.
I think Ty will probably beat me at foosball this year.
We haven't played
Okay,
much.
I still think
We're focusing on the ping pong.
Yeah, it was neck and neck for a little while with me and Ty in foosball this last year.
Okay. He's okay. He doesn't beat me.
Maybe I should start practicing table tennis.
You
I'm not gonna
should.
do that.
What? Why not?
I
Why don't you get a table for your basement? Don't you have like 6 basements? Get it for basement
Yeah,
2.
basement
Where's he gonna put the bodies? Huh? Where's he gonna put the
Basement 3.
bodies?
That's what basement 3 is for. Everybody should have a ping
I had
pong
one growing
table
up.
in their house. It's great. I did too. The problem was
It's a
nobody
great
taught me how to
surface to
play.
sit things
and
on.
Right. That's what eventually happens. But the problem is I learned all these bad habits growing up.
All I want to do is hit the ball hard and put a lot of spin on it. That's all.
All I want to do is have some fun.
Mhm.
playing ping pong. I'll give you some tips when you come, Chip. Don't worry. How to beat me.
Okay, I'll.
How to put spin on it.
No, I know how to.
I'll
I
tell
know
you how to
put
hit it
spin
hard
on
and put spin on it.
No, that's what I do.
You don't know. You think you know. How do you do it? Tell me how.
I hit the ball with spin. Okay, thank you.
Wrong. What do you do? Tell me. No, seriously. How do you put maximum spin on it and speed?
Well, first of all, you have to have good padding, like good rubber
Right.
padding.
The best rubber padding.
Right.
You need
You
the
don't need the
best.
best.
You
No.
need the best of the rubbers.
No. What do you do with the shot is what I'm saying. What's the stroke?
If I am going to put top spin on it, I go start from the bottom and come up and twist my hand around it.
Legs.
Legs.
All
yes.
legs.
I twist my legs around
All
it.
legs.
Sorry.
It's all
Uh-huh.
legs. It's all legs. You're dead. Wait till you see my legs, Shipwreck. You're gonna really like my legs.
I can't wait to see your legs.
They're very muscular.
Mhm.
And my wagon. Wait till you check out my wagon.
I don't even know what that means. What?
You know how you pull a wagon? I'm pulling a wagon now.
Why are you pulling a wagon? What's going on? You've totally lost me here.
My ass is a wagon, Shipwreck.
Your ass?
Yes, that's street talk. I'm giving you some street talk for telling you that I have.
Because I actually pull a wagon.
I'm not.
It's a radio flyer. It's a plastic radio flyer. You could put a little.
I could do that with my training. Yeah, is what I'm saying. Wombat, how's your wagon?
Huh? I'm sorry, I stopped paying attention.
Great. All right, Wombat stopped paying attention, so I guess it's time to end the show. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I'll remind you to please visit HelloFresh.com/CAGcast80 and enter CAGcast80 to get $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. Follow us on Twitter at GPD, at New Wombat, at Shipwreck, at Video Game Deals. Wombat has already shut down the outline, I see. And we'll see you next week.
Bread's done.
It certainly is a big bun.
It's a very big bun.
Big fluffy bun.
It's a very big fluffy bun.
Where's the beef?
Some hamburger places give you a lot less beef on a lot of bun.
Where's the beef?
At Wendy's, we serve a hamburger we modestly call a single. And Wendy's single has more beef than the Whopper or Big Mac. At Wendy's, you get more beef and less bun.
Hey, where's the beef? I don't think there's anybody back there.
You want something better. You're Wendy's kind of people. Is 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 kind